Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's good to talk to you again. Here we are at part number three. So part number one was about how Sydney called the cops on me first, and I had no choice but to call the cops on her in because of her actions. To call the cops, right? Like all I did was ask for my daughter, and then when she said that I'll never see her, I told her that we're gonna go through lawyers and stuff like that. That was baby mama drama part one, and that's the only fucking reason we ever had to bring in the cops in the first place was because she called them, and I told her I wasn't going to charge her until she brought in the cops, and that's a fair move, right? That's a fair move. A lot of people are on board with it. I talked to a lot of people. They're like, "Hey, you did the right fucking thing. Like I wasn't going to go to them." But she decided to bring them into our lives. So that is what that is. And we're gonna go to court. Yes, Sydney and I are gonna go to court for multiple things. It looks like, but yeah, that's fun. Anyways, and then Baby Mama Drama Part 2 was about Barbara never letting me see my son, which is true. She never fucking lets me see my son, and like our family can be together right now. Like Barbara and I, we can be together right now. We can raise our son together right now, like she promises. And she promised me that we'll always be a family together, but she also promised Kyle that she'll be with Kyle forever. She has a tattoo with Kyle, or Kyle has a tattoo of her, and it's just like, and then like she also promised Mike that they'll be together forever, and she has a tattoo with Mike. So it's just like, she's a whore. She can't fucking, like, I'm sorry, that's a blunt term. I shouldn't say that term. But she's one of those people that can't commit to a relationship. She has to jump on another dick. She has to give excuses to leave one dick behind so that she can go jump on another dick. But that's just how she is. Like our family can be together right now, and I would be faithful to her for all of our lives, and we would raise our son. But that's neither here nor there because she's a whore. But that's Barbara, and our son knows that about her. Like our son is going to know that it's her fault that we're not together. Like we can be together right fucking now. Like she swore we'll always be together. We had a miscarriage, and then we had our son. We both were on purpose. Both were absolutely on purpose with the intention of making a family, and we can be a family today. But she was a trap. Barbara is a trap. She swore to me we'll always be together. We can be together right now. We can go get a marriage license. Like I said, they're right down the street. But she's a trap. She just wants me to pay her child support and then raise the child on her own and then pat herself on the back. And then she wants to label me as Dina, like her mother that abandoned her. Like her father, John Marsh, took care of her as a single parent without Dina around because Dina abandoned her family unit the way Barbara abandons her family unit today. So, like, I love Barbara Marsh. Our family can be together today. I love Sydney Walker. If she wants to raise our baby together, yeah, we can. But, like, Sydney brought in the cops, and Barbara said, no, I can't see my son every fucking time I've asked for our son. And, like, now I just need to get this off my chest. Roxanne, that's like my second baby mother of the three. Like it goes Barbara, Roxanne, and then Sydney, right? Like those, we had a son together, Barbara and I. We had a daughter together, Roxanne and I, and we had a daughter together, Sydney and I. Now the thing with Roxanne, the thing about Roxanne is like, she swore that we'll always be friends with a kid, and this week I asked her for our child, and she got really mad at me because we had a misunderstanding. I was going to ask for our daughter today because I was depressed on November 1st because Barbara wouldn't let me have our son on November 1st, and I wanted to hang out with my son and my daughter at the same time, and that made me depressed that I couldn't hang out with both of them at the same time because Barb is such a fucking manipulative, lying whore, and it's just like... Anyways... So Roxanne is mad at me, and like she said before, we don't have to go through lawyers and all that. That's what Roxanne said. But after the way she acts, like now that she's mad at me, she's not letting me contact her. She's not letting me contact my daughter, and she's not letting, like, I could take my daughter today. Like I asked Roxanne, can I have my daughter yesterday night was Monday, and I asked her if I could have her until Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Like, but again, she's ignoring all of my messages and all of my calls because she's having this self-righteous fucking moment where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm here to raise babies with you. Like I'm supposed to be the man in my daughter's life who hugs those hooker shoes right off of her. You know what I mean? Like I don't want any of my daughters to ever be on the fucking pole or anything like that. I gotta hug those hooker boots right off of them. You know what I mean? Like I gotta make sure that they grow up into nice women who, like, you know, have good jobs and a good future and a good life, and they can take care of themselves, right? That's my goal, right? To make sure that they can take care of themselves by the time they're 18. But anyways, baby mama drama part 3. So it looks like, even though Roxanne said that we don't have to go to court in order for me to see my daughter, it looks like we're gonna have to go to court now, because she's ignoring me. She's not like answering me. We're supposed to be a team, right? Like that's what she said. We're gonna be a team, and she's like, I'm not like your fucking other baby mothers who are bitches. And I was like, just like I know that I know that all of my baby mothers are spiteful and bitches, for lack of a better word, because like they're fucking mean to me, and like all the love that I give them is never reciprocated. Like I love Barbara. Would she ever fucking reciprocate that love the way she promised that she'll always reciprocate that love? No, because she's a bitch and a whore. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I have to be nice though. I have to say it in a nice way. She's promiscuous, and she gave up on her family for her own personal reasons, which I know are to just jump on other cock. You know what I mean? Like that's ultimately it. Like we can be together right now. Like everybody's equal, right? So it's like we can be together right now. So it's just, I don't know what the fucking big deal is. She just keeps pulling these excuses out of these fucking hats, but you know, she wants different flavors. That's it. She wants different flavors of different men. And that's who she is as a person. It's just like, once she gets bored of one flavor, she goes to another flavor and to another flavor. But it's just like, that's who Barbara is as a person, and I can't hold that against her. I want to be like, oh, why the fuck did you tell me that you can commit to a family, which is ours, which we created, but she can't? You know what I mean? Like, why did she tell me that she can, but she can't commit to the family? Like, right? Like that part pisses me off. And like the fact that Sydney didn't tell me that we had a baby together for the first 5 months of my child's life, that is the biggest lying fucking move. Like I look at myself and I look at my baby mamas, right? My baby mamas say they don't want to be with me for certain reasons or whatever. Like I'm crazy is what they say, and the fact that I'm sharing myself online is what makes me crazy, right? Like, but other than that, like what do they have against me? What, I made love to them and I love them, right? Like I treat them with respect whenever we're together. Like I do my best for them and I give them love. Do they ever reciprocate that to me? No. All they do is fucking, they choose hate. And it is a choice. It is totally 100% a choice to hate on their baby daddy. That's what it is. Like it's 100% a choice. And the reason I'm like, it sounds like I'm hating on them, but I'm just saying what they did. Like Barbara and I, we can be together right now. What she did was promise me that we'll always be a family, and then give up on her family like Dina gave up on her family. And now she's just jumping from cock to cock. And I'm saying that because she has a tattoo with Kyle. I'm saying that because she has a tattoo with Mike. I'm saying that because she has like Brandon and all that fucking, like there's so many different people that she's juggling and fucking seeing at the same time. It's just like, it's fucking gross. Like, I'm sorry, Drayton, that your mom's a whore, but it's just like, that's Barbara. And like Sydney wants to be railed by other guys. Like I can't say whatever, you know, that she's an adult. She gets to choose who rails her and gives her orgasms. Like I gave her those orgasms to have a baby, and she asked me for a baby, right? And she asked me, hey, can I have your baby there? And I said, yeah, fucking right, you could have my baby. And sure enough, she got pregnant with my baby, and she had her baby, and she didn't fucking tell me until 5 months later. I had to ask her, hey, is that my baby? Is that my baby? Over and over, I had to ask her, is that my baby? Then she comes to my work and fucking assaults me, scratches my eye, fucking my boss sees everything, and it's just, that's what started all of this baby mama drama. And like this third part, this is the last part that I'm going to talk about for a while right now, but this third part is just stamping on those other 2 points. Gotta go to family court against these people that I love. Like, I love them, but they'll never show me the love that I show them. Like, I would fucking bend over backwards for them, give them all of my money in my wallet right fucking now. I would fucking do anything for them. But they would never, ever, ever show the same love that I've shown them. That's who they are. Like, they promised me that they could do that for a long time, forever. And they promised me that we could be friends and civil. But they can't. They can't do that because their emotions get in the way, because they all love me. They love me for giving them our child. And that will never die because I gave them their child. And that's 50% me, right? That DNA, hello, that's me. And I just want to say, like, the love that I give them, it will never be reciprocated in the way that I would prefer, in the way that they promised me that we'll always be together forever, or the way that we promised that we'll always be friends and raise kids together. Like, that, those promises that they promised me, they're not going to be able to keep that because of who they are as people. And I can't hold that against them because they're going to keep talking trash about my name behind my back with their friends. And like, I'm going to have people like Rebecca and Salida fucking, blah, 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 Barb says this, blah, 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 blah. It's like, but they know that our family can be together right now. Like, I'm certain that I've convinced them that yes, our family can be together right now. And I'm certain that Barbara knows our family can be together right now. Like, I'm 100% certain that everybody fucking knows this. But everybody also knows that Barb is too big of a whore to commit to our family. And I know whore is a blunt word. I shouldn't say whore because that's a person who has sex for money. But, you know, like the fact that I'm paying her child support instead of raising the family with her kind of makes it a whore move, right? But it's just like we can be together right now and I wouldn't have to be paying child support. I would just be paying the rent and buying the food that goes on the table, and I would be buying, you know, internet, all that shit, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'd do all of that with Barbara. But she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be her father. She wants to be her dad and be like, oh yeah, I'm such a good single parent. The way her dad was always like, oh, I'm such a good single parent and your mother left us. Hate your mother, Barbara. Like, that's what she's training my son to do subconsciously, whether she recognizes it or not. She's training my son to hate me. And at the same time, my expression of how things are like how things are going down, like when my son watches this stuff later in the future, he's going to realize how shallow Barbara's excuses were compared to how deep my passion is for our family being together, because our family can be together right now. But Barb's too shallow and too much of a whore to be a family together. And my son's going to recognize that one day. And like, I hope it doesn't scar him the way it scars me. But like, who knows, right? Okay, but my point of Baby Mama Drama Part 3 is stamping on the old points. If you got a baby mama, you got to go through court. And the reason I'm bringing this video to light is because I've been trying to get a hold of Roxanne all fucking week. I want to see my daughter. She can bring my daughter over tonight, and my daughter can sleep in my arms tonight. But Roxanne's ignoring me like she said that she wouldn't. She's not letting me see my daughter like she said that she wouldn't. So I'm going to have to go to family court for Barbara, because Barbara's a lying, manipulative whore who said that our family will always be together and we can be together right fucking now, but she also won't let me see my son, so I have to go to family court with Barbara. I have to go to family court with Roxanne because she won't communicate with me unless she's happy with me. If she's upset with me, I'm dead to Roxanne. But if Roxanne's happy with me or neutral, then I can talk to her. So I have to go to court, because when Roxanne is mad at me, I still want to see my daughter, whether Roxanne's feeling happy or sad or not. So, like, I know I have to go to the court because Roxanne is ignoring me right now. That's part of Baby Mama Drama number 3. And then, like, for Sydney, like, we weren't going to involve cops ever. Like, we weren't going to involve the legal system. We weren't going to do that. And then she said that I'll never have my child. And then I said, okay, well, we have no choice but to go through the court systems because I want to integrate myself into my daughter's life and be there for her. And then as soon as I said we're going through court, that's when she called the cops on me for bullshit, for no reason. And then, like, I practiced my rights to fucking charge her because she called the cops on me first over nothing. I told her that we're going to go to court over family court, right? And then she called the cops. We did not have to involve the cops whatsoever. I was not going to involve the cops. And then sure enough, like, as soon as she called the cops, I have no choice but to like put that on record because of the fact that like she wants to play that route. She wants to go down the route of using cops and playing that fucking hardball game. And like the only reason I had to put that fucking the fact that she assaulted me at work on October 6th at 4 p.m. The only reason I had to fucking put that on the record is because she called the cops, and it's a fucking strategic move as far as I am going for my family court in the future, because I want to see my daughter, and I know that Sydney's violent and mean and fucking a drug addict and stuff like that. But it's like you know what I mean? Like I still respect her. She can still have her daughter, whatever. It's just like I want to see my daughter at least like once a month at least or something, you know, like I made her too. She asked me for a daughter and I helped her give her a daughter. Like that's what I did. I helped all of my baby mothers achieve exactly what they wanted. Barbara said, we'll always be a family together. So I created a family with her and for her. We can be a family together right now. But looks like I'm looking for a fourth baby mama, and that's the truth. That's the truth. Because like I look at my baby mothers now, and like the way they like say that, oh, I'll never be with Darren again, and all that stuff like that. Like, don't they realize that I can turn the tables and find points and reasons to not be with them? Like, don't they get that? Like, don't they get that they're not perfect too? Like, I can be like, oh, hey, Barb's a liar, so I don't need to be with a liar. Oh, hey, Sydney told me that she had a miscarriage and then told me our baby was alive 5 months after she was born. Oh, she's definitely a liar and a cheater because she did cheat on me when we were together. And like they're not perfect. Like, and Roxanne, like, she told me she cheated like a bunch of times. Like these people, they're not perfect, but they try to make themselves seem perfect when they're hating on me. And like, I still love them. I still love them. I would still be with either one of them. And like, I know they're not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. And I know that like, in order to achieve a certain level of perfection and this like, you know, this certain level of like communicating healthily in a relationship where we're teammates, I know that we'd have to go to like marriage counseling and couples counseling, and I'm totally okay with that. But like, they just keep holding these excuses. Like, I'm beautiful, right? I'm a nice man. I'm handsome, smart, talented. I make music. I play poker. I go to work. I have work today. I didn't have to work today. I took a shift today because my daughter and I were like, we were supposed to hang out today, as what I was thinking. My daughter was going to come over, but Roxanne's not talking to me. So it's like, I took another shift today because like money, right? So it's like I'm a good dude. I'm just trying to create a life. Like, I want to work for the next 4 years with the job I got, and then for the next 30 years after that 4 years working the job that I got, I want to be in a career that I can work for the next 30 years of my life until I'm 65. And then, yeah, that's that. And like, while I'm doing that, I'll be looking after my son, my 2 daughters, and I'm looking for a fourth baby mama. So like, one day I'm going to have another child, most likely. And like, hopefully, like, I've been looking for a wife to marry and have a same roof underneath and like have a mortgage together and stuff like that. So hopefully my fourth baby mother is like Barbara to a certain extent. Like, Barbara promised we'll always be a family and have a mortgage and marriage and stuff like that together. But like, I want my fourth baby mother to actually mean what she says. Like, Barbara promised that we'll always be together, but I want my fourth baby mama to actually be like, hey, I promise we'll always be together. We'll work things out. We'll evolve and grow together, and we'll raise our son or daughter together, whoever we create together, right? Like, that's what I want from a fourth baby mama, because my first baby mother is a dud. Like, she's a fucking dud. Like, nobody is perfect in this life. Nobody. Fucking pick somebody. Is Trump perfect? No, Donald Trump's not perfect. Like, I can't hold that against him. He's not right president. I have no idea. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? Politics is politics. Justin Trudeau, is he perfect? Fuck no. It's like, you know, go find this perfect guy that you're looking for, Barbara. Go fucking find him. Go fucking find him, because I'm doing my best. I'm trying to work my ass off. Go to fucking the keg and see what you find. You know what I mean? Like, all right, anyways. But, yeah, baby mama drama part 3. I'm gonna have to take Roxanne to court. I didn't think I'd have to take her to court, but that's what I'm stomping on. Just letting you know again that that's what we gotta do as baby daddies. We gotta protect our own asses by protecting our freedom against these baby mothers that want to hate on us and take our freedoms away. Like, Barbara wants me to suffer. Like, and here's what I contributed it to. This is just an idea. This is just an idea. All three of my baby mothers, I put them through that painful labor process, either of a C-section or a long labor journey, right? And my theory is because of the pain that I caused them through fucking having to change their bodies, that their bodies changed when they had our babies. Their bodies went through a lot when they had our babies. Their pregnancy and their labor, their postpartum depression, all that, they're taking it out on me. That's my theory. And I'm okay with that. That's my test, right? Like I asked God at the beginning, right? Like I know there's a God now. Like since Sydney told me that baby is mine, whether that baby is mine biologically or not, that was the sign I was asking for by God. I was like, if you exist, God, then Sydney will tell me that baby is mine, whether that baby is or isn't, right? So it's like, and that was the sign I've been searching for all my life. And now I know there's a God. I don't know how God works though. Like I have no idea. Like it doesn't work the Bible way. Fuck no. If it worked the Bible way, everybody would pray for good lives and we'd all have good lives, right? So I know that the Bible's not true, and I know that like the Quran's not true, and like I know that they're metaphors and like based on certain stories from realistic stories that we can learn from, but as far as God goes, there are billions of species, not just people. There are billions of species that God has to fucking take care of too. So like when you're praying for $1,000, some fucking dung beetle across the world is fucking praying for a big piece of poop to fucking eat. While you're praying for, your good health, some zebra in the world is praying not to be fucking eaten by a lion. There's like a lot to it. And then there's free will, and then free will might even be an illusion too. Like what I'm doing right now is my free will, but all of the things that brought me to this point in my life to make me vent like this, that was probably out of my control to a certain extent and part of the plan, right? So it's really confusing being this person who feels that, yeah, there's a God, and at the same time who feels like Barbara and I could be together and we can raise our family together, who feels like Roxanne and I could be together, we can raise our family together, and feels like Sydney and I could be together and we can raise our family together, but like none of them have that forgiveness and perseverance to do a lifelong relationship that seems so surreal, right? Like those fucking long-term relationships, those 50-year anniversaries that you hear about, like those are such a long shot, right? Like that's what I wanted with Barbara. That's what I wanted with Roxanne. That's what I wanted with Sydney. I wanted a 50-year anniversary together, marriage, all that stuff, raising babies. Like I wanted that all, but that's not what they want, right? So it's like people want different things, and that's when people go apart. Barb wants to jump on different cocks, so we grew apart. And like we can be together right now. You already know this. But anyways, baby mama drama part 3, right? So this is where I'm going to stop the baby mama chronicles for now, because I got to take them all through court. So I'm going to start keeping information to myself in terms of baby mothers to a certain degree anyway. I'm still going to vent that, Barbara and I can be together. We can be a family. And I'm still going to vent that Roxanne and Sydney don't let me see my girls. And I'm still going to vent on Barbara's birthday. I'm going to still tell her I love her. And I'm going to give her flowers on her birthday. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's my baby mother. That's my Barbara. Like, we promised that we'll always be together forever. Just because she broke her promise doesn't mean that I'm going to stop loving her, like my promise to love her forever, okay? Like she promised to love me forever, but I'm not breaking my promise to not, like I'm going to love her forever. That's my promise to Barbara. I love you forever, Barbara. You promised that to me. You can't keep your promise, but I keep mine. I fucking love you forever, Barbara, no matter what. Now, let's see. My day today, I'm going to play some poker, going to play some music, going to work out, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to have a good day, and I have a shift today, which I already fucking spent the money. That's so frustrating when you when you take an extra shift, but you already spent the money that you took the extra shift for. Like today I spent the money knowing that I would work off whatever I spent today by taking the extra shift today. Like today was one of my day offs. So I took today to spend money today, right? So it's like, but what's frustrating about that is like I didn't work for the money yet in terms of like I mean I've been working for like last couple months and just giving her, and like mostly like 6 days a week and stuff like that. But it's like this particular part though, so I'm going financially crazy and I have to find a way up. You know what I mean? Like without selling drugs, even though I want to. Oh, I would love to sell drugs right now. I'd love to go out and buy a scale and start weighing up weed and cocaine and fucking, giving it to people that are going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. And like, you know what I mean? Like if I could make a buck off of it, that would be awesome. But it's like we live in a society of law, and I'm not going to do that. And I don't judge other people that do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're selling coke and you're selling marijuana right now, good for you. Good for you. That's lucrative in terms of money, right? Just don't get hooked on your own supply. Enjoy your life, whatever. And, like when I said that I wanted to be a coke dealer to my first baby mother, she said that she'll fucking disown me and never be with me and stuff like that if I ever became a coke dealer. So I never became a coke dealer because like Barbara was like, I'll never date a coke dealer because of my son. I'll never be with a coke dealer because of my son. Like all self-righteous like that, But then she ended up dating a coke dealer anyway. God, she's a whore. Okay, anyways, baby mama drama part 3 is like, I love all of my baby mothers, even though, like, I know they're promiscuous and they're only giving up on our relationship so that they can jump on other cock and, like, create different babies with other people and all that shit, even though, like, we can be together right now. Like, if Barbara wanted to be together and have more babies with me, fuck yeah, let's have more babies, Barbara. I love you so fucking much. We can get married. And it's just like... But the same goes with Roxanne too. Like I would raise our daughter, and Roxanne has a daughter too, right? So like I would raise her daughter as my own. I'd raise her as my stepdaughter if we were to get married right now and all that. And like same with Sydney right now. Like I would, like if she wanted to be a family and raise our daughter together, yeah, no problem, absolutely, let's do it. Let's go get married right fucking now. But it's like, that's not what they're looking for from a lifetime. Like in this, you get one lifetime, right? If they were looking for that from a lifetime, I'm right here. I offer that to them. I gave them exactly what they wanted. They asked me for a baby. They all asked me for a baby. All 3 of my baby mothers, each one of them asked me for a baby. And I gave them a baby. So like if they were to ask me for a marriage, I would give them a marriage. Like... I love all of my baby mothers and I love our babies, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. And I'm pretty much done with this baby mama drama because I just have to go through the court system. I don't have to talk to any one of my baby mothers anymore ever again, unless it's like through the legal system and all that stuff, right? Like in terms of lawyers and seeing my son and 2 daughters, because like Barb's too fucking simple to let me see my son when I ask, and Roxanne gets too mad. She flies off the handle. Like the next time I talk to Roxanne is probably not going to be until either Christmas or 2021, because that's what she does. She gets angry and she fucking cuts everyone out of her life. Her first baby daddy, she hates on her first baby daddy so much, and she says to me that it's up to her first baby daddy to jump through all of the hoops it takes to see his own daughter. And like nobody wants to do that. Like I don't want to jump through the hoops that they're making me jump through. I'm only taking them to court because I don't want to jump through their hoops. So I mean, to Roxanne's other baby daddy, if you're watching this somehow, dude, take Roxanne to family court so you can see your daughter. She's fucking cool, okay? Like, I loved her like my own daughter when I was with Roxanne. Your daughter's fucking awesome. Go see her. Fuck, this pisses me off, but I love all of my baby mamas. I love my babies. I love myself. I'm gonna say it. I fucking love myself. Yeah, we should, right? Like we only get one body, we get one life. You should love yourself. And if not now, when, right? Like, and if not, who? You, right? Like, We get one life, man, and love yourself, love your baby mamas if you got baby mamas, love your babies if you got babies. And I'm gonna go to work, enjoy myself. I'm gonna live it up, have a couple of jokes at work, like nothing too big, because like I'm a pretty professional kind of guy, even though it's not one of those jobs that you were like, it's not a big job or anything like that. It's a job, right? Like that's what people tell me. Like I'm proud of it, but like other people would be like, oh, it's just a job, right? Like things like it's one of those, yeah, you know what I mean. But like I love my job though, like I do. And if I have any advice for the end of this, because I've been given advice for the baby mamas thing, like I said, go to family court, do what you got to do, anything to see your babies, because like if I don't see my babies now, they're going to raise my babies into hating me. Whether they do it directly or indirectly or consciously or subconsciously, the way they feel about me is going to project onto my children on how to feel about me. So, like, I understand that it's going to be a rocky road if I don't go to family court. So I'm going to go to family court. That's going to smooth things over. And Drayton's going to know that his mom's too much of a whore for her to keep a family together. Like, and then when he grows up, he'll know to not trust somebody as much as I trusted Barbara, because I trusted Barbara to always be with me and to always grow with me and always make a family with me and stuff like that. The way she promised the whole fucking time when we were having a baby. And like, like my daughter Lavina's gonna know that, like, Roxanne's pretty off the handle, like, cause like they're gonna argue a lot when they grow up. That's for damn sure. Like, and like eventually my daughter's going to know that, hey, daddy tries to be there. I'm trying to be there. I love you, Lavina. I'm trying to fucking be in your life right now. I would have you right now if Roxanne would talk to me, but you'll learn that later on in life. And then Cameron, your mother didn't tell me about you until 5 months into your life. And I love you. I want to be there for you. And I'm sorry that your mother is a liar. But it's like, I will always be there for you. I will always love you, and I will do my best. I'm going to go to work for you right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love you, my babies. If you're watching this in the future, I love all of my babies. I'm sorry that the baby mama drama that I had with your mothers and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry that it broke away your family. Like, our families could be together right now. Like Drayton, Barbara, and I, we can be together right now, and we can raise you together right now. But she's too much of a whore to do that. Okay, and that's the word I'm choosing, because it's like there's no other way to define that action that she did. Like her words were, hey, I'll always want our family together. Hey, let's have a baby together. Hey, we'll always be a family. We'll go through marriage counseling, all that stuff. And then when we had our son, that's when she gave up, because she was a trap. So I'm sorry, Drayton, that your mom is that person, but she never wanted family in the first place, even though she says she does. She never wanted family in the first fucking place, because she's like her mother. Like, your grandmother Dina walked out on Barbara. So don't hold that against her, okay? Don't hold that against her, and don't hold my absence against me. Hold it against your mother. Hold my absence against your goddamn mother, because we can be a family right now. But I guess love both your parents, son. Listen to your mom. But yeah, anyways, to my daughters, both of my daughters, just listen to your mothers.